Guys, what's up? Record Store Day 2019, April 13th, the 11th annual Record Store Day. Just want to share with you some of my experiences. I just got back. Been a long morning. Been standing in a lot of lines all day long. And I'm just going to tell you what it was all about. And I want to hear how you did and how your experience was and how was your store. Did they treat you well? Were they cool? I'm wearing my Licorice Pizza t-shirt, record store from the 70s and 80s. A small chain of stores in Los Angeles. I actually worked there in the early 80s, met my lovely wife there, and a lot of history, the classic era of great record stores, long gone. We still have some cool independent stores left today. That's a funny thing. The Record Store Day website, it has the record covers, and each one is plastered with a kind of a watermark. It says, support your indie record stores. What other record stores are there? There's no more chains. Tower's gone, Sam Goody's gone, all those ones are gone. Amoeba is still here. It's a 2-store chain. And then there's Princeton Audio on the East Coast. I guess they got a bunch of stores. Anyway, by going to record store, you are certainly supporting your local indie record store. What's left of them. A lot of stuff bought online. Let me tell you about my experience. Our store here in LA opened up at 10 a.m. We got there at 9 a.m. The line was already pretty long. Line was all the way in front of the record store, all the way in front of the dry cleaner next to it, and the cafe down the block in front of that. So for over an hour we were standing in front of this cafe, and I feel kind of bad for the people who came to have a delicious, expensive breakfast with their champagne mimosas and their poached eggs, because we were basically flanking them and covering up what they thought they were going to have a nice view. They probably had no idea what was going on. Like, who are these dudes, all dudes, crammed in front of our little breakfast cafe? How's the focus here? Looking handsome. Yeah, right. And like a bunch of dudes with piercings and tats are talking about Mastodon, and these other dudes where I was standing who totally reeked of weed. You know, that's not what you want to experience when you're having a lovely Saturday morning breakfast at the outdoor cafe with your lovely wife, but whatever. All genres, all types of people are welcome. It's part of the fun of Record Store Day. And we met a kind of a cool guy standing behind us in line, chatted with him for a long time. He was there by himself, on crutches, young guy in his 20s. We're like, why on crutches, if you don't mind we asking? He starred in a musical, Green Day, what's it called, American Idiot? He starred in the musical play of that, and somehow he broke his leg on stage. So we had a nice chat with this young man, and interesting guy. Type of cool people you meet at Record Store Day. So I hope you met some cool people there too. So the first line we had to stand in a bunch of lines. The first line, full hour. There were people there as early as 6:30 we talked to, some maybe earlier. Full hour, finally 10 o'clock they let us in, and everybody goes in to stand in another line, a giant line that snakes around the whole store. Starts at the entrance, goes back to the video shelves, then makes a right turn, makes another right turn, and then long line up to the Record Store Day counter. Excuse me. The good news, that last leg, we got to sit in the jazz and hip hop section. So I was glad to be standing there for 20 minutes in line, but I could look through the jazz. I didn't really find anything I liked. Spent too much money on the new stuff anyway. Then when we got halfway to the front, a dude came out, a hipster dude who works there with a full hipster beard. Announcement, here's the stuff that's already sold out. So you didn't have to wait in line if everything you wanted was already sold out. And my prediction, of course, Pink Floyd would be the first thing to go. It was gone. John Lennon, what was the other big one? Bob Dylan. He mentioned 4 or 5 others that were sold out, but one of the people in my group wanted the John Lennon. But that's okay. Plenty of other good stuff. So we finally got to the line, the front of the line, the counter. And you know, this is like the soup Nazi. You go up to the counter, you wait in a long line to get up to the counter, you tell them what you want, and they're like, no, we don't have that. So this young young man, 15, with his dad. He only had one thing on his list. I forget what it was. Some relatively recent group, you know, like from the last 30 years. It wasn't Green Day. I forget what it was. Do you have this? No. This kid was so sad. Very sad to watch that youngster. Another vinyl record related disappointment. So I said to my friend, you know, long wait, and I'm going to tell you just what I tell my wife. Prepare to be disappointed, guys. Yeah, prepare to be disappointed. I wasn't that disappointed. I got a lot of this stuff I wanted. Some yes, some no. And then you got to wait in another long line to go pay. And the pay line was the whole length of the store. Luckily, they had 2 cashiers going, and it went kind of quick. They had everything in the store, everything used off 30%. So my friend was buying CDs and DVDs, plus we got a bunch of records. Anyway, it was a fun experience, if not long and tiring, and being on your feet for probably 2 hours total. 3 giant lines to wait in, crammed in this place. You can't even walk. I mean, the place is so crowded. I'll probably edit in some videos of what the interior of the store looked like. Guys, this is not the record reveal video. That's coming soon. I will show you what I got. But I want to hear how your record store day was. Does the store treat you well? Because sometimes you feel like they don't. Like, we're standing out here. Could you guys bring some coffee, maybe? A donut? Water? Place to sit? Literally, I'm standing with a guy on crutches. Handicap zone. You know, does the store treat you well? Do they play cool music while you're in there? Do they have what you need? How much of your stuff did you find versus you didn't find? Record store day is a mixed bag. There's a lot of happy faces and there's a lot of disappointed faces. And the stores, I mean, it's great that this event is driving people into the small record stores. I think those are the record geeks who are in the store anyway, and they're waiting. You know, do people wait for 3 months to go buy stuff? Which means it might be costing the store money. Or is this event throwing people into the stores who weren't going to go to the stores otherwise? I don't know. I think it's a net gain to the record stores. It's certainly a net gain to the record labels. Is it a net gain or loss to the fans who are spending too much money? I don't know. It's a fun event. It's once a year. Okay, now it's twice a year. Black Day, what do you call it? The day after Thanksgiving. Black Friday. Now there's 2 record store days a year. Black Friday is another one. A lot of good releases this year, guys. I already did 2 videos on record store day. There may be a 4th one coming because I got to reveal what I bought. The big reveal is coming, and it's going to be a little late for reasons that will be revealed later. So anyway, guys, hope you had fun at record store day. Hope you're not one of those jerk-offs going online and trying to sell stuff for hundreds of bucks. I saw the Lone Justice LP for $2,900 that came out today. Okay. People think that there's people out there. It's called the, what's that called? Economic law. The law of a greater sucker. I'm a sucker. I bought something expensive, but I hope to find an even greater sucker who's going to pay more. I'm sad that goes on, and I hope record stores are trying to clamp down on that. I think this store only allows you to buy 10 things. So that's one way of keeping people from buying lots and lots of stuff and then reselling it on eBay. But literally, we were standing in line looking at the prices on eBay. Because we're on the West Coast. People on the East Coast could get there earlier and start selling stuff on eBay sooner. I'm not there for eBay. I'm there to stock these shelves. There's a few spaces for records in here, guys, that haven't been stocked. Anyway, that's a caffeine-fueled rant about record store day. I'm going to do another video showing you what we bought and look forward to seeing what you guys did. Thank you. Keep it spinning, guys. Bye-bye. Don't forget to subscribe. That's an order.